back. So I have it just mounted. I just have the compressor now sitting underneath the upper radiator hose. It's not actually bolted in yet, which we're going to do here in just a moment. It is easiest to remove these with the lines attached, especially if the engine's already been ran for the morning, because this hose is still under pressure and you don't want to break it. And with your hose is still attached to it, causes a lot of restriction in the system for trying to remove it. So rather than making that blow up in my face, decided just to take these hoses off and make my life easy. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we'll start putting the bolts in the new holes right back on their original hose. I'll try and attempt to do this one-handed. It may not be the easiest thing in the world, we'll see. But like I was saying, in my particular case, I got lucky because my components didn't all fail. It was just the exterior clutch assembly of the AC compressor itself that went bad, and then the internal shaft that snapped the ring off. And what that did was ultimately my pulley was wobbling really badly. I left the wrench in the other part of the car. There we go. Now you can go ahead and just start tightening it up, or at least getting the bolts to go down for the most part. You got 5 bolts that hold this in, oops, including a bracket, which I just realized I forgot. So we'll need to grab that real quick. There's this triangular bracket here that goes in the back of the compressor to mount it to the engine block for a little bit more stability on top of its existing 4 mounting locations. And there are 4 longer bolts, and then for the very back one back here, there's this little 1-inch guy. And you can just start all these bolts like so. This is really not that complicated of a process unless you do have a full system failure with your air conditioning. But most times it's just the compressors go bad in terms of their clutch assemblies, and usually those can be repaired. But that also assumes that the system has been regularly maintained, which for me, mine has been. I just have a lot of miles. So after 300,000 miles, or almost 300,000 miles, I'm at almost 299 right now. You tend to have stuff that doesn't want to work as well, so it's reasonable. I'm just going to try and prop you guys up here. Oops. And for right now, I'm just going to snug all these down, and then I'll go through again in a crisscross pattern and just snug them, tighten them down. And if you guys think that your AC compressor is bad and you just leave it, you need to be careful, because what happens over time is the bearing can go out on this pulley here, causing a lot of drag on your engine, which can also make the engine temperature go up. I started experiencing that a couple weeks ago when the initial failure happened with mine, and I could not get the thing to stay where it normally is on the temperature gauge. But after doing this, I am confident that that'll subside the problem. new compressor is mounted. So we got all five of our mounting points in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back there. Now it's time to go ahead and put our hoses back on. I have already replaced the O-rings on these, so that way we have a proper seal. As you can see, got a nice new green gasket on there. Just a little dirty just for me putting it on the hose. And then this guy's still leaking a little bit, just because there's a little left over in the system there. There we go. That one's also got a new gasket on it, just a different color. Alright, so now these guys just need to be super tight. Or not super tight, they just need to be, again, what do I do with the bolts? Oh, back here. They just, again, need to be snugged. Because you got an O-ring in there. That'll do the sealing. And I put a little bit of lubricant on the O-rings so that way they would not bind against the compressor housing, hose housing I should say. You'll need a 10mm to put these back on. Like so. So just snug them down, like that. Do the same for the other line. There we go. So we have the lines all now reconnected, which is perfect, because now all we need to do is plug in the wire to the power right here. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. And then this guy is ready to go back to the AC shop I had my system evacuated from and have them recharge the system. And then they'll follow all the proper guidelines. Of charging it, such as sucking the air and moisture out of it, etc. I gotta put you guys down for just a minute here. I can't get that connector to go in by one hand. Okay, we are connected. I just like to put the wire down below there a little bit. And then lastly, just need to put the high pressure guy back on there. I had taken it off just so it wouldn't break. And there we go. That's how you put on a new compressor for your Jeep Grand Cherokee or Dodge 5.2 liter engine, or even the 5.9 liter engine. So looks pretty good with my new alternator on there too. Engine bay looks pretty tidy. So, alright, I'll let you guys know how it goes at this charging station, and we should have cool air conditioning in about an hour here. Wish me luck. Bye.